Wait, what? How did they win that? What the hell?
Counter-terrorists win. Good stuff. Roger that. Remember, this isn't the killing house anymore. This is real life. Grenade out. Grenade out.
Short, why is no one looking short, bro?
Bomb has been planted.
I can't believe no one was looking short.
Throwing fire.
Oh, he wasted the fucking body.
Terrorists win. Roger that. Go, go, go. Roger that. Bomb has been planted. Grenade out. Terrorists win. There you go. All right, all right. Come on, jump, jump. Grenade. Deploying flashbang.
Bro, short! Why is no one talking, bro?
Terrorists win. Affirmative. Roger that. Roger that. They're going
B.
Roger.
I flash. I flash. 3, 2, 1, go.
Throwing flashbang.
Go.
Defusing the bomb.
Oh my god, do I have time? Please let me have time, bro. Please. Where? Where's your off?
Counter-terrorists win. We're in the clear, lads.
Bro, you're not talking, bro! Can you buy mic next time, bro? Jesus. How hard is it to say door?
Let's go, fellas. Good stuff. Roger. Smoke.
What the fuck was that? Bro, oh my god. Mongols versus Vitality. A while ago, I played Premiere. And they were like, you know Mongols? Best team. And I checked their profile and they're fucking... Wait, is Mongolia Asia? Is Mongolia Asia? Wait, it is Asia. And they're going toe-to-toe with the big boys, bro. Right now, their world ranking in HLTV is ranked number 9. So they must be pretty good. Compared to Valorant, bro, there's not a lot of Asians in Q1.
Roger. Roger that. Gear up. We aren't going on a windy walk here. Incendiary. Incendiary out. Grenade out. Roger that. Roger that. Counter-terrorists win. Right on.
Hello, are you Vietnamese? Nice. Do you know bun mok?
Affirmative.
The noodle, bro. Bun mok. The food. Bun mok. Yeah, you don't know?
Roger that. Incendiary out. Grenade out. Laying down smoke. Deploying flashbang. Grenade out.
What the fuck are they doing?
Shoot the piss out them. Move. Throwing flashbang.
B.
Throwing smoke. Roger that. Roger that. Flashbang.
Long.
Roger. Affirmative.
Help me, Blue.
Roger
I'm
that.
scared.
No.
There you go.
One two. Who?
Roger that. Roger.
My up.
Get him is up,
Roger.
brother.
Move it, son. Roger that.
Go.
Throwing fire. Throwing fire. Roger that. Affirmative. Grenade. Smoke.
Came it.
Throwing a grenade.
Came it down.
Throwing flashbang.
It's off.
Deploying flashbang.
Where? Where? Is it site already?
Inside.
Or no? Hello?
Counter-terrorists.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're getting stuck right into them.
No one's fucking talking though.
Thank you.
Maybe it's the time. Oh, what time is it in your place, guys?
It's off for me.
What?
It's off for me.
What's a short for me? Oh, 4 a.m.
Roger that. Gear up.
That's why you're not talking, huh?
Throwing fire. Throwing fire. Grenade.
What the fuck, bro? My teammates are so good. I miss the jump, bro. This used to be so good in CS:GO.
Congrats.
Like the jump over here.
Counter-terrorists win. There's no stopping us.
Trevor, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. How you doing, bro? Last round, we gotta buy up, bro.
Roger.
CZ.
Move it. Move it.
It's off.
Incendiary out. down smoke.
Kìa thấy luôn á.
Flashbang. Grenade out.
Lại.
Valorant aim, bro.
Diffusing.
Mấy tay.
Counter-terrorists win. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now is the time.
Buồn.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Affirmative. Yes. Throw in the flashbang. Affirmative. Flashbang.
Get there.
Ồ,
There, bro. What the? I whiff. Playing Overwatch for one. Bro, how are you doing that? Nice, you ruined it. From B mid.
Where?
Yo, no bullet.
Cái gì đây?
You're smart. Don't throw this.
The guy's out.
Bro, you saw him. Short. A short.
Okay.
A short or A long. Bro. Bro, what is going on, bro? Damn, you are a multitasker, huh, Trevor? I can't play while watching on my phone. It's too hard for me.
Affirmative. Yes. Yes. Guys, I told you, we kill them all.
Not giving them free guys.
Mid.
Affirmative.
Vash! Oh no, bro! One more. You didn't tell me, bro. Wait, I thought he killed him. A long door, bro.
Throw in the flashbang.
Plant.
Terrorists win. We cannot be killed.
Other, bro, just hook up. What are you doing today, Trevor? You doing good? Pop in. Any cool plans for this weekend? Pushing me along. Pushing. Oh my god, bro. They have no armor. Maybe.
Counter-terrorist win. Affirmative.
You can't throw this.
Come on, let's go.
Mid. Mid.
Counter-terrorist win. Affirmative. Yes. Throw in the flashbang. Yes. I'm ready. Bomb has been planted.
Tunnel low. 1B tunnel low. Wait, what?
Sorry.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorist win. Affirmative. Come on, let's go! Of course. Grenade out! Grenade!
Whoa! I should have used the flash there. You gotta go together, guys. drop me Vandal. I mean AK blue. Thank you, bro. I said AK, bro. Who said Vandal, bro?
We are the best. Come on, let's go. Grenade
Come on,
out.
come on.
Throw in the flashbang. I'm throwing a grenade.
Go.
I'm planting. Counter-terrorists win. Yes.
You sure, bro? We're too far from
Yes. Affirmative. Of course.
Okay.
Yes.
I entry.
Let's go, my brothers. Affirmative. I'm throwing a
Don't
flashbang.
block.
Of course. Yes. Affirmative. Grenade! Smoke! Affirmative. Flashbang!
Come on.
Planted. Bomb has been planted. Terrorists win. We will stop your little scout. It is over.
Let's go, bro. Okay, not bad. Let me go ahead and check if the vitality game is ongoing yet. 17 minutes. Honestly, I'm down to watch it. Is that allowed though? Alright, I might have to stream. Thanks for those drops by Trevor. Yeah, alright, I'll see you guys in a bit after the Vitality Mongols match. Or I don't know, should I stream it? Is that allowed? Because in Valorant you can't do that. Let me go on Google real quick. Can you stream ESL Blast Premiere? Oh wait, it says yes. All right, I think we could do that. Bro, a Valorant add-on. Fucking Counter-Strike 2 is fucking crazy.
Does it feel like much of Mongol's playstyle would change going up against them?
Not really. Just like trying to not choke. Yeah.
Okay. A little bit of a laugh towards the end there, having some fun with it, but it feels like maybe information overload, so let's break it down a little bit more, Maui, piece by piece. Starting from the Vitality side.
I just got
From the Mongol side, let's start at.
I mean, to be fair, you have to be in a winning position to choke.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's ever...
Wow.
So Mazinho might be right. They might not choke because they never find themselves with a lead.
Exactly the point I wanted to be. If you weren't going to make that one, I was going to do it. So, but that is.
If he can keep it up, he's actually had a pretty strong showing there so far. Round number 7.
Mezzi number 1. Who's surprised? Shush. Big opening. Oh my god. Just as we were praising Sui, he gets blown up. Shush with the double ultimate outside. Can still recover the round here. Gotta be careful. He might get shot down by Kaspersky, who's very nearby in the
right over at Cluj and just how it played up for them. The last one was a 3-mapper. Oh, sorry, the first one was a 3-mapper. That was all the way back in February. And you can see right there at the start, Mongols getting the best of them.
Yeah, they actually were able to take a map off of them in that series there. But the second time, it did go the way of Vitality.
Oh my god, it's
was
starting already, bro.
I
This
don't
better
know
be a
about
banger
that.
match, bro.
I
I'm
don't
thinking
think
of
that was a choke
Paper
for
Rex
them.
versus
It was a good series for them.
G2 type of
I
shit.
mean, at least a
You know
good
what I
map
mean?
for them on Mirage. But
Wait,
that unfortunately
Vitality
kinda
is the
seems to be
number
win
one, so
condition
they
here
must
for the
be like...
Mongols. So I'm sure in the veto
Wait,
we're going to be
who's the
seeing a
champs? No
Mirage,
shame?
but
No.
it's just that I think the Mongols are still building
They're like
out
the
who they
Valorant
are as a
fanatic,
team,
right?
losing their star
And
player.
then Mongols is
Senzu,
like the
bringing
Asian
Cobra
Paper
Zera,
Rex in
who, by
Valorant.
the way, has shown a wealth of talent.
That's the way I'm
Cobra
looking
Zera
at it, bro.
Definitely looks like, once again, Mara struck gold. There's a diamond in the rough there, but he's still very rough around the edges, dare I say, when he plays against elite opposition. I mean, they try to use him more or less as the hard entry for their team on a lot of their plays, a lot of their map control, whereas Senzu, on the other hand, he got to kind of pick his own adventure on most rounds a little bit more.
Just no doubt that Mongols, they need more time. And, you know, it's also playing against Vitality will give them that, you know, idea of what they need to be working on, because they're going to get punished about the mistakes they're going to be making, and that's going to be plenty of those. And there's no doubt that Mongols is a great team, and they are still a team to be reckoned with. We even hear Messi saying it as well, like, they can be a team that can be hard to play against, because they do have at some point a playstyle that requires you to be on your toes. But it shouldn't really be an issue in my books for Vitality, because they simply just look to be so strong. But I mean, Mongols still in the groove of trying to build something new, and I think this is a good challenge for them.
I do want to bring up a conversation point, right? Because I also asked it in the question that Mongols come out, they get the tour over MOUZ, right? That on paper alone, when you look at the MOUZ roster that hasn't changed, that had so much success in 2025, that feels like such a big success for them. But we saw MOUZ eliminated today, so now I wonder, does that 2-0 actually have as much weight as we would have given it 24 hours ago?
It's a good point, actually. Well, I wanted to just be happy for them, but now you're tearing them down.
I don't want to. I love that region, right?
By adding context, now I devalued the whole win versus.
My bad. I gotta take it back. I gotta take it back.
It's a shame. I don't know what to think anymore.
I think my take then is that, you know, I think that MOUZ against Mongols looked way better than MOUZ looked today. I actually think that the first loss that
and
Mongols,
we're back. We're back, baby.
We're so back.
The first loss that you know, Mongols delivered to MOUZ, that shook MOUZ, and you can just see that something's off. So I think that for Mongols at least, you know, looking to, you know, taking down and starting on the tournament, beating MOUZ, you know, a team that has had the history of making very deep runs, you know, that is a good starting point for them. And now they've taken a step up the ladder to now go up against the best team in the world. So they're going to be having some confidence, but sure, it's a mouse that is looking like a little bit squeaky at this point.
I got an even better one to build it up, right? They were the team that broke Mouse.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Because you got to think about it, Mouse only got 3 rounds
I've
in
killed
their
so many
second
teams in my career by doing this stuff.
That's true. That's true. 9Z might have just killed another team.
We
actually.
had this just to look at after. We had this saying that we sometimes kill people career by eliminating. Like
Yeah.
we made them get kicked by the team by beating the team. Oh my god, we were so.
Tabri's now reminiscing. Let's try and snap out of it, right?
Now they're doing it right
I mean,
now.
yeah, they
Right,
definitely are. They definitely are. Right, but let's stay here and now. A little bit present on Mongols. The fact that we are talking about how good they're doing. They've spoken on it themselves that sometimes performances are good, but ultimately they are still suffering a little bit by not having a coach here on site for them. That Mara not being present does still have its issues for them.
Pretty sure that the game that they played against Mao's involved no timeouts. So
Yeah,
that's obviously a bit concerning. I mean, sometimes when you're in the flow of a game and you're winning and everything's working, you don't want to slow yourself down with it. But I think we talked to Mazinho after the fact on the stage, and he said that why would he give Cyclone another chance on the microphone when they don't actually even have that overseer who's going to chime in with something to try to bolster them. So if they actually run into some trouble here against Vitality, it's going to be tough, because even when they call that timeout to try to slow Vitality's momentum, now they let Xtaz on the mic.
I don't think it's a matter of if, it's like when it happens, because I think that's going to be the case. And it is going to be important, and it is important to take those timeouts. And sure, you don't have the coach Mara here leading and having like the maybe the greater overview. That is also what the coach brings. Like, he actually has time to evaluate what's actually happening and what's going wrong, whereas the players are so focused on what's happening inside the server. So it is it is a disadvantage for Mongols, that's for sure. But I mean, we also saw Mongols that played, I wouldn't say more freely, but when you don't have a coach looking at you like from there, I think you also can tend to be a little bit more freed up, and I don't think that's necessarily going to hurt them against Vitality.
Well, look, I pose these questions to you guys, but I do also get the chance to pose the exact same questions to the players before they sit down for their series. The other day, you said that Mara, your coach, even though he isn't here, was sending you video messages, really telling the team what to do. Did he send you any today?
Yeah, we talked in Discord about first rounds, yeah, we did. Yeah, he did.
Okay, and so you still feel like his help is there, even though he's not here on site?
Yeah, we talked about 1 hour and talking little details of the against Vitality. So yeah, he helps a lot, and our work is just do that. So yeah.
One of the key things as well, we talked about it a little bit off camera. Maybe I should be a bit better at my job there. But he said the pistol rounds are important. That was one of the things that Mara was really trying to highlight. How much that could impact Mongols going up against Vitality. That is where it starts, makes or breaks, and try and keep strong on that one too.
That's true about every game.
I didn't say it was good, I'm just saying.
That hasn't changed from 1.6 till today. Pistol rounds are always valuable. Not going to glean a lot from that. I just feel like when it comes to the Mongols and trying to defeat Vitality, I feel like the one aspect that does hurt them a lot is that the style that they used to play was so ping-pong, back and forth. One guy on the extremity would take a little peek, it would shift the defense over to one side, and then you'd get other Mongols players, as the defense is scrambling, kind of make a new incision somewhere else on the map. I don't think that happens as much anymore when Cobra Zera's sort of in the middle of things. He's just a little slower to the trigger when Mazinho's doing something on his side. So I just feel like the speed at which they react to what's happening on the map just got that 10%, 20% slower. And against a team like Vitality, they give you no quarter. If you aren't pouncing on every opportunity,
have they won yet,
they're
Trevor?
going to shore up their defense fantastically, as they always do.
Yeah, certainly, there's still stuff that the Mongols need to work on. I do think that Cobra Zera, though, in their last game against Mouth, had a little bit more of those, times where he would react fast or maybe be more determined or understanding the overview. But it's a whole nother caliber. And Vitality is as you mentioned, they don't give you any time to breathe. They will punish you for the smallest mistake. They will have Cywoo. They will have Cywoo have the Cywoo rounds, and that's why you need to make sure you don't crumble.
Well, look, they make it so far in tournaments all the time that we're at this point where how much more can we talk about Vitality? What more can we really bring or glean, as the word you used before, Maui, from them? It's such a good word there. But yeah, Vitality just on a whole nother level. What sort of caliber are people looking at, even though it's that groups? How much more do we expect for them to bring out?
I imagine that this game is going to be fairly convincing for the side of Vitality. Yes, the Mongols have taken a map off of them lately, but Vitality right now, I wouldn't even say that they're really just chasing greatness anymore. Now it's just kind of what everybody is taking their pick between them and Astralis for who's the greatest lineup of all time.
If that's the
And
case,
so
I'm rooting
they've
for
already
Mongols
etched
too,
their
bro.
names in stone. Apex has already
Bro, I
put his
swear,
face on the Mount Rushmore
last time
of
I saw
in-game
Apex
leaders.
was like
It's just you're in
2016
a
or
position now
2015
where
with
you're just trying
female
to
DLC
further the lines.
with
Like, the stones are
NBK,
already drawn, so now you're just trying to
Hiroshima,
gild them with a little bit of
and
gold
I don't
on the
even
side
fucking
too.
remember, bro.
It's pretty hard
And
to
then
top
fast
anything you've
forward
already done,
2026,
but
he's still
they've yet to be
playing
toppled. And that's kind of the
fucking
big
insane,
aspect
bro.
with this Vitality team is who is going to be the team that finally knocks them off of their throne. Right now, there's only a handful of contestants, but a Mongols team that actually pushed them in the major grand finals at Austin to a third map, that seems like a contender. It's just that maybe this iteration of Mongols is still a step or two away from it.
I really feel like Vitality has the privilege now to also be in tournaments where they yesterday claimed themselves that we can, you know, experiment a little bit with our map pool, like what we're going to be picking, what map pick are we actually going to be going for today, and we can also experiment with, you know, seeing it a little bit as practice because we're actually that good. You know, they're already at a pace where they're probably going to be thinking to themselves like, who is actually good enough to beat us? Like right now, there is literally no one that's close to us. And, you know, right now it's just like they're building and they're putting like blocks on top of each other, like themselves all the time, where it's like, hey, we just get another trophy, another trophy, another trophy, and you know, they've already set themselves up for greatness and potentially the greatest thing that we've ever seen. So as of right now, Vitality is living like a luxurious life of Counter-Strike where no one can touch them. They win pretty much every trophy. They can, you know, take extended breaks, still come back, do really good at tournaments. It's like they're living life as of right now. And I think there's only like a handful of players ever managed to do that, you know, and even looking at land streaks right now, you know, they are sitting in a land streak now where they are getting so close of putting themselves on the map, like for a second time, you know, creating that second win streak where they just seem unbeatable, which in itself is incredible.
Sorry, I'm trying to see the
This is from last year when they were winning all of the BO3s, BO5s in a row. This legacy, or this, I got ahead of myself there. It was legacy that stopped the series streak that they had, but it was, I mean, yeah, they're a ways away from NIP. I don't know if anybody's gonna touch that one.
Okay, I don't know if I'm the one that's. I don't know if I'm the one that's obliged to say that doesn't count.
I'm gonna get
legends, man.
You want five majors?
Do you want people to say that about your streak at some point?
No.
Then what? Okay.
Okay.
We'll get back to that later.
Okay. I'm gonna open my ears quickly, right? Because you know I'd like to hear reasoning. Why doesn't it count?
Okay. I got ahead of myself. Okay, Maui got ahead of herself. Now I also did.
Okay. All right.
Okay. It does count.
With a grain of salt, you can say you can.
However, at that time, talking from experience, I know for a fact that NRP were allowed to play Global Offensive a lot before everyone else. They were part of the kind of development thing. So they got a little bit of a head start, like a little bit of a cheated start. I'd say that. No doubt they created history and they are also up there, but it was also a different time.
That's it.
That's what I'm going to be saying.
I do get that, right? You know, you're not discrediting anything by any means, but when you look at it 60 compared to 30, and we still put Vitality so high up on this pedestal talking about the greatness that they've been able to achieve, it could be broken today, right? Being pushed down to the lower bracket, the advantage of being an upper bracket is 2 teams from the upper bracket will make it to Rotterdam. They will make it to that land portion. So winning here secures it for them. If they go down, they have to fight amongst everyone else for 1 slot to Rotterdam.
I mean, I feel like the Mongols are in an unenvious position where they might have actually been able to make it through to the playoffs had they been on the other side of the bracket.
Good night, Trevor. Take care, buddy.
Vitality. So yeah, I mean, in a way, it's
Take
kind
it
of
easy as well.
a
Thank you, bro.
I'm not gonna say do or die, but it's one that still is about bringing in to just kind of proof of concept that on a handful of the rounds here or on your Mirage, you can say to yourself after it's finished that there were certain strats that worked out really well for us, and even our map pick worked out really well for us, because it's impossible for me to spin this to say, here's how Mongols win the series, but they can win the first map.
And that's sometimes what you really need, set that momentum for yourself, but it's going to be hard to break it because whilst we talk about how good Vitality was in 2025, the fact it's continuing over, I actually heard from Rops of just what he thinks of their beginning for 2026. Rob's Vitality 2025, great year, but it feels like 2026 is even better right now. What do you make of yourself and your teammates' individual performance so far this year?
I think we're just going as strong as usual from the last year. You know, definitely not going to say that 2026 is going to be as good as, and it isn't as good as yet as 2025. But you know, we're starting out strong. We're feeling confident. We're feeling good. I think you know, one thing that's definitely you can tell apart from last year is Flamesy has been playing really good so far in the beginning of this year, and I hope he keeps going. I think he's, you know, he's just amazing on his individual form right now, and you know, Zyvo, as usual, being the best player in the world. So I'm just happy to be in such a team where like, you know, things are quite easy sometimes when you have teammates like that.
Yeah, you mentioned Flamesy, right? I asked him when I spoke to him the other day what sort of changed, and he said it was mostly discipline, but do you see anything else outside of the server that's really changed for him?
Specifically, I think he's definitely working harder. You can see he's doing a lot more, like, I guess, like individual work in terms of watching previous matches, watching things he can learn from other people's games, his own games, where he goes wrong, and then like, he really tries to see those moments where he can improve. But also, I think, you know, is relatively young still, so I think right now he's growing into his prime and getting better as a player. And you know, he was already really talented in his first year here in CS, and now when he's getting into, you know, the prime years of his career, he's, you know, you can tell he's gonna be a hell of a player, and I'm really glad to be playing next to him.
It's crazy to think that Vitality have what they have, and yet Rob still talks about a teammate. Like, there's so much more. That what we have right now and the way people talk about us is actually just what we expected. That's that lower end, and there is so much more. And we do have to give credit where credit is due. Flamesy has looked so good this year. He looked so great when they played 2 days ago too.
There's a real debate right now that Flamesy could be the second best player of the year. I feel like I still will keep Donk ahead of him, just very
Spike
slightly.
X back up, bro. What's
I mean,
up?
he's a top 3 player for me for sure. I mean, he's been
How you
absolutely
doing, bro? How you doing? Hope you're having a great
destroying
weekend
everybody
so
on
far.
entries. Part
We're
of that
watching
is, of course, due to the fact
Mongols
that Vitality have
versus
such great
Vitality.
setup in the rounds.
Rooting
but
for
even left to
Mongols
his
right
own
now because
devices,
they're
he's getting
Asian.
the
Let's
second kill so
go.
frequently. I mean, on the entry routes, he's just taking space so rapidly, and he's playing also a game that is not just letting the utility do all of the talking. Like, he makes his own decisions too in those sort of forward space-taking positions, where I praise people, for example, like Makaze, who have leveled up in terms of intelligence and decision-making in the mid-round. Flamesy has really got that in spades. Like, he's not just running into bad situations as frequently as some of the other entry fraggers. Dare I say, people like Exertion, who seems like they don't know when to stop. Flamesy, he knows he can hard cancel around if he needs to.
There's definitely 2 things I want to be saying about Flames in his place in Vitality. One thing is, like, from an ex-entry fragger to an now actual entry fragger, I believe that, you know, what he's doing also requires a ton of skill. It requires a lot of determination. It also requires you to, as you just mentioned, like, understanding when to take a step back and everything. And then the other thing is, like, also a guy that has myself played inside Vitality, working in the Apex system and how they play, how difficult it can be to actually
Maybe
also
a bit later,
feel like
bro.
you
Maybe
also,
after the match.
you know,
Yeah.
succeed inside of those,
You know, we could probably play.
perimeter. But
Do
it's
you
also
play
like the space
Premier?
that he creates, not only for Saiwu, but also for Robs. You know, I've always had this saying that if Flamesy can play his best, he will create exactly enough space for Saiwu and Robs to, you know, excel and play their best. And that is what he's doing right now. You know, the numbers he's putting up right now as an anti-fragger and a guy that's a space taker, that's incredible. And also with what he does on his own, you know, it's not only on the CT sides holding his own, but it's also when he goes on the T side. It's crazy.
Well, let's start taking our next steps towards our series here, because whilst I love talking about the players, I love talking about a map veto even more. We're going to see exactly if Mongols want to go back to Mirage, something they found close success, if not success, on against Vitality already this year. And so our first map pick, let's see it.
Indeed.
You guessed it right, Mirage.
No surprise.
Indeed, yeah.
Oh, Maui guessed something right? I'm not surprised. Come
He's
on,
prediction
Dupree.
master after all, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Any good prediction anybody else makes is mine. Okay? that's just how it goes now. I need to get my percentages up, and we actually see a little bit of a shift in the veto here. We get Vitality going with Overpass. This is a map that they do punish pick teams against.
Sure.
It's, to me, I kind of thought there was a good chance they would go with Dust 2. So I'm a little surprised in the second phase veto they decide to ban that one, because they've been just so red hot on the map, and to let it down to Inferno, I I think that in a weird way, this is almost the best veto the Mongols could have gotten out of it. And it, to me, kind of weirdly feels like Vitality are probably trying to, you know, exert pressure with a punish pick, but also in the second phase, just say, we want to try things out a little bit too.
100%. Like, that's also why, you know, they usually go for like the Dust 2 pick, and it would have been a pick that would have made sense against the Mongols. The fact that they go for Opaz also just tells into that Mongols have played it once, and from me talking to the assistant coach, you know, they didn't look confident on that map, so it makes sense. So the Mongols, they really got to bring Mirage into their own bag, otherwise it's going to be a fairly confident 2-0 for Vitality.
Well, Mongols need their A game. Vitality feel like they're never really off their A game, and neither are our two casters, Scrawny and Launders.
Ooh, I have my moments, Nat. Sometimes I'm off my game. But thank you for your kind words, and thank you, gentlemen, for your expertise as we head into what has historically been a pretty lopsided head-to-head Mo. But the Mongols have been looking better and better with this Cobra Zera edition. And with that, I have tonight high hopes. You know, Blitz, after he was victorious over Mao's, had a little Instagram story saying he thinks he's going to slay some bees in their next match.
We said Blitz?
Yep.
Oh, that was it translated to?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, someone said that it just translated into gibberish.
Gibberish?
Because maybe they thought that it was not, they thought it was, okay, that makes way more sense.
Yeah.
That he was actually.
He said we took care of some little mice, now I'm going to slay some bees.
Let's go. I like it. Yeah. Nobody beats the Mongols 6 times in a row is what they said when they took down Mao's.
Ooh, Rob's dead first. Cobra Zera comes through with the quick one on Mezzi as well. So we're going to have to see something spectacular from Mr. Zaiwu over towards the B site. At least enough to deter the T's. They'll head back towards middle off Techno's contact. Apex wins this and then gets slain by his counterpart in Blitz. Ugh. Not the nicest one for
going
Flamesy,
forward.
but that makes up for it. Clean stuff as he jumps into the engagement on his terms. 2v3 left for Vitality.
2 decent players to come at this retake if they can pull it off.
We've got Blitz over towards the Tetris. And then the other 2 deep inside of the CT spawn. No kit for play here. Incendiary and nobody's home behind the ticket booth. Zaiwu's going to have to go for a far fight into CT spawn, trying to chase them down as they tap that bomb. Now, Blitz doesn't have vision on this.
Oh, interesting. He can't actually...
Bomb plant. He'll whittle Flamesy's health down as he just crosses back over. He's got vision if he changes position. It's all good. Mongols have this figured out, and it comes by way of some quick first kills.
You think they're going to call a pause? They did in their last series. The desk was talking about it, but they actually did not call any tax at all.
No, I think you let the chips fall the way they fall. Take a swing at Vitality. I love that we've upgraded the Mighty Mara.
Oh, that's awesome.
Who we know is not here at the events with the team, but does still have contact with them and is helping them in preparation, etc. from wherever he may be.
Does have a great smile.
And he saves it for the right moments too. You know, it's not a cheap smile, Mara's. It's not a cheap buy-in here either for Vitality. We've got MP9s across the board and a first blood. Quick bounce back though, coming out from the Mongols. Careful now. Yeah, that's it. Techno catches the quick spray down onto Rops to really just alleviate the pressure. Mezzi will keep his tempo going as he walks forward through the flashbang. But versus 3, with rifles in hand, odds against Mezzi's clutch. He'll pop up, find the Palace player, whittled down to 20 health. Not ideal here for Mezzi, as the force buy from Vitality was positioned correctly. But it ultimately comes down to the Mongols and Techno winning a bunch of key duels. Now, Techno was somebody who versus Mao's thrashed them. And I'm very much hoping for the Mongols' sake that he can try to put up that kind of a level tonight versus Vitality as well.
Yeah, no, totally, because it was like 2 maps in a row, and it was like, yeah, Techno, let's go. That's really fun. So I'm looking forward to that, if possible, as well. I'm also looking forward to the idea that, again, because of Cobra Zera, they take out Mouse, and because Cobra Zera is a new player on the team, that's what makes it interesting. They break a streak because of their upgrade that you might have called a side grade, or maybe even a downgrade. They prove with this this team they've actually maybe gotten better. Well, here's the next threat. Now, of all the teams that have tried to reassess their situation, change players, to build a team that can beat Vitality,
that's what everyone needs to do.
No one would have thought that actually the idea of removing Senzu for anybody was going to make Mongols one of those contenders.
Well, sometimes you don't see greatness coming. Who would have thought? Whether it's reality or just Mohan's imagination, tonight will tell. But so far, so good. 2-0 kickoff for the Mongols on their map pick. Pistols in hand for Vitality, barring Mezzi's saved MP9. And that MP9 tries to get frisky in the Palace, but Mzinho convinces him to fall back.
And also with a lot of losses comes a lot of knowledge. And that's becomes the toughest thing for Vitality to go up against every time. Opponents that know them so well.
There was questions around...
Even in that Austin final, Mongols took a map.
This map, actually. This very same map. To hell with Mezzi's MP9. It's just a one and done from the only gun Vitality had to play with. USP for ZywOo as he tries to just test the bench. But he'll be stuffed by Mzinho, who doubles his kills this round. Puts Mongols up to the 3-0 start.
I love how alive they look from the jump every game. Aim-wise, that's never, ever an issue. I think, you know, sometimes you'll have a 9-10, a couple op shots get missed, but he always goes for it. You're never going to pass a playstyle out of this team. I'm sure that makes them fun to go up against. Frustrating to lose against, probably, especially if you know what they're going to try to do.
Interesting change in the veto this time around as well, with Vitality opting to go on to overpass. But we'll get there when we get there. For now, first gun round out of Vitality, and Apex says, let's do Na'Vi, which means win a trophy as of late.
Another one. Eight plays coming in. No one on the side of ticket. Doesn't necessarily matter. Looking for this timing of the ramp walkout. No one's here. Flamesy starts to expand over towards triple. The attack will slowly take place. Upstairs Molly misses.
Flamesy goes for the wide swing off the Apex flash and finds one, but burnt out all the way down by Techno. Man advantage momentarily. Mongols hit the pause button. Waiting for somebody to overstep, but it's Techno. He puts his head into Apex's crosshair. 7 health to try to make this happen. 9-10 plucks one off. Now we go back even. Health advantage here for Vitality, but the smokes are up and keeping them away from these duels for now. And a nice ticket reposition here for Rox, picking up his captain's dead spot. And the spray doesn't quite finish off Blitz. ZywOo regains vision.
Oh, nice shot.
Blitz goes down and 9-10 to the clutch, not with the trusty op, but an AK instead. And it's 2 alive for Vitality as their first gun round nets them their first round win.
ZywOo with a little peekaboo. Said, let me just check if there's anything going on. And Blitz was trying to slink away. A great flick from him. They put this one down. There's a combination of good grenades and missed ones here for the Mongols. Those mollies were perfect. And yeah, moment like that, ZywOo pressured shot has to hit it and does. Loving the kinds of plays we've gotten out of ZywOo lately. Gotta go back and watch that 9Z match.
Ooh. Makes sense for the pick then, here for Mongols. Missed opportunity though for 9-10 to have found Flamesy dead to rights. Here comes the MAC-10 challenge. With a back turn, Techno will pick up the Apex kill instead. So, same point of contact, different direction. Positive outcome for the Mongols regardless. But as Flamesy backs up, it's right into Blitz.
Yeah, Flamesy's the one who gets nervous because he should have been able to see something already.
He feels it. Trying to fall back into connector. It'll come with a kill.